Welcome back to the Violet Hour. I'm Bilicium, and today we are continuing with Deathmark. We return to the entrance hall. I pull the red notebook out from the bag I left on the floor. The flour and tallow smell assaults my nose. I feel like my olfactory senses are shriveling. What a vulgar stench. I recognize this from when we filmed on K Mayamachi North Road. It was only a brief whiff of it, so I thought I'd imagined the smell. But perhaps that's when I received. Yasuka scowls at the notebook. If she's right, then this notebook could be connected to the spirit somehow. Inside is the contents of a woman's diary. It almost seems like it was soaked in a pool of perfume, stains and discolorations, which is unreadable. But the last page seems clean enough. The date is from half a month ago. Ooh, Miss Zoo. As I await the fated day, I recall my days as a teacher. The children called me Miss Zoo. Zoo, the keeper of the animals. Probably because I kept so many laboratory animals in the science lab. I got to be surrounded by my beloved animals, my cute little snakes. It was so much more fulfilling than my current boring research. But because of that foolish principal and the fire, the school was shut down. My paradise was stolen from me. I need to take back my paradise. The great Asura has bestowed upon me the wisdom I need to do that. Tomorrow I will die. By the great Asura's abundant mercy, I will be born as Miss Zoo, so I may rebuild my paradise again. It is all as the great Asura has said. Oh, great Asura, 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 Asura. The rest of the page is filled with Asura. Did she lose her sanity while she was writing it? Traces of kiss marks are covering the names. That combined with the choking perfume, the heavy weight of lust is overwhelming. The dark passions in this notebook, thoroughly disgusting. I'd love to burn it to ash immediately. So this Miss Zoo, who wrote this, could she be the woman from the rumors? If she worked in a lab, that would explain the white robe. But I wonder which school she was talking about. She said it was her paradise. Do you have any ideas? Yeah, it's H Elementary. And that's why there were snakes on the second floor. They're her pets. Yes, I agree. It's the only abandoned school in the area that hasn't been torn down. It may be the paradise she wrote of. Wow, that school had 2 evil spirits? That school had 2 evil spirits, one upstairs and one downstairs? Crazy. If what the diary says is true, then the woman died after she wrote it. This Great Asura would have guided her transformation into Miss Zhu. I can't believe a human would choose to become a spirit of their own free will. Is that really possible? She seemed fairly confident that she would be reborn, and the notebook being in the shelter might serve as supporting evidence. Perhaps she meant it as a farewell to her life as a human. How sentimental. Miss Zhu, so is she the one that gave Madame Yasuka and I our marks? That's where we found the diary, so the spirit must know the place. It would make sense that it comes and goes from there, for whatever reason. It looks like we know where we must go next. Time to go to H Elementary. New info was added to the spirit file. The tragedy of Cujo Mansion. Oh, we can choose between now. Well, I think we're supposed to choose her. I'm sorry, say that again? Okay, wait. Yokai. Ooh, her voice is much deeper than I suspected. I did think she would have like a deep sounding voice, but for some reason I interpreted it as possibly wispy. But no, not wispy. Actually, wait. Her power is 6, her intelligence is 12, her spirit power is 12, and her dexterity is 9. Fascinating. Oh, all right. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me. Full name: Tawako Yasuka, female, fortune teller. A famous fortune teller. She has a store in the best part of Ginza. Her clients even include politicians. She uses her spiritual powers with her knowledge to give advice, which has gained her many devotees. Tone deaf, the only thing she's bad at is music. Interesting. Let's talk. Mary isn't here anymore. Huh, interesting. I was wondering how that was going to work. All right, let's go to H Elementary. Oh God, I can't believe we're going back to H Elementary. Do you think Hanahiko will still be there? I'm telling you, it's just as I said before. People who can hear voices are. It's been a lecture from the moment we got in. Most inherit that power from their ancestors, so I'm sure your family has similar powers. It doesn't sound like it'll ever end. I zone out, staring at the road ahead of me. By the way, changing the subject, you've been to H Elementary once before, haven't you? Huh? Oh yeah. The sudden topic shift shakes me out of my drowsiness. Could you tell me about your experience? It would be a good point of reference. Sure, I don't mind. I tell her everything that happened with Hanahiko. It only happened a few days ago, but it feels like a lifetime. I see. She nods repeatedly. There has already been one spirit, and you deafened it. Yeah, basically. Then if Miss Zhu is in H Elementary, that means 2 spirits lived separately in the same elementary school. Lived separately? 2 spirits existing in the same place. Is that even possible? Of course, it's rare for powerful ghosts to live together in the exact same place. That's why I said separately. In Hanahiko's case, was there any areas that you weren't able to enter? Now that you mention it, we didn't go to the second floor at all. That decides it then. If Miss Zhu is in the school, she must be there. Yasuka analyzes the situation calmly, as if working with an abacus. Even though her own life is on the line, it doesn't seem to rattle her at all. Yasuka takes one look at me and smiles, like she read my mind. Well, of course I'm scared. No matter my age, I am still human. I'm just ready to resign myself if it turns out to be impossible. Some things go better once you give up. Is that your advice as a fortune teller? No. As someone who's lived as long as I have. Giving up makes life easier. That's how everyone gets to heaven in the end. That is probably one of my favorite lines so far. It is the most optimistic, non-optimistic statement. Yasuka and I arrive at H Elementary. So this is H Elementary, huh? It really looks haunted like they say. So, the second floor is priority. Yeah, that's right. Then let's go. We don't have time to waste. I love the fact that they forgot about the snakes. Like, did we come prepared with, like, snakes? How do you get rid of snakes? Like a stick? Long gloves? Heavy leather pants with leather boots? Not 100% sure. Headed to the entrance. Oh wow, this brings back memories. Look at the roses. Wow. The battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. There are platforms of broken wood slats in front of the shoe rack. They creak when we step on them. A flyer containing warnings and a list of contacts. Do not leave handprints on the mirror. On the eastern staircase, thank you. Independent research presentation, first floor. Multi-purpose classroom, come check it out. Huh. I turn over the torn flyer, but I don't find anything in particular. Alright. Go to the right. I kind of want to go the direction of Hanahiko, I think. I mean, I may regret it, honestly. Enter the room on the right. It's allowing us to enter the classrooms. Interesting. I don't really suspect that there will be anything, but I did kind of want to just see if it would, like, lock us away, or... Do you remember the ghosts here? They were like, woo! The broken window is letting in a piercing cold wind. I think this was the one that jump scared me. I like how there's writing on the chalkboard, but like it's not gonna let me read that. Oh yeah. What was that again? Water? Does the roof have a leak? The ceiling looks stained in places. I wonder if that's going to pertain to the situation. Ghost? No ghost. The fire door is rusted shut and won't move. Ah, you know what? Nope, my spirit power is still at 1,000. I was wondering if maybe I got my my talismans from this area back. Climbing the stairs. I return to the landing with a cracked mirror. I stare into the mirror, recalling how I felt back then. I quickly look away. I shine my light up at the ceiling instead. But there's nothing there anymore. There's no trace of the rose vines or the guard's corpse. Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. I just wanted to check something. Spirits can do a lot of weird things, but can they really make corpses disappear? That would be ridiculous. Cracked mirror, hard to see a reflection. Let's feel it. I run my finger down the cracks. Yasuka watches me worriedly, but nothing happens. Alright. Let's go up. Climbing the stairs. Hello, snakes. Poisonous snakes cover the hallway. It'd be foolish to try to keep going. Are you kidding? There are poisonous snakes up here? It'd be fine. If we leave quietly, they won't attack us. I cautiously take a step backwards. Suddenly, the snakes react to my bag. What the? The snakes flit their tongues in the air, trying to smell something. After a moment, they begin to leave. They disappear into the darkness of the hall before I can even blink. Oh, the perfume and tallow. They vanish without a sound, all at once, as if they'd never been there to begin with. They left? What was that? Some sort of trap? I don't know. It looked like the snakes were sniffing my bag. That red notebook is inside. Maybe this smell made them think we were friends. Let's try going down the hallway. I haven't gone this way yet. Oh, is that so? Oh, very exciting. Are you being sarcastic? Never. Going on an adventure at my age will be quite the story to tell in the future. Yasuka chuckles quietly. Alright. The second floor isn't covered in roses like the first. There's no movement, and I don't see any plants. I guess that phenomenon didn't happen on this floor. I wonder if, because she was trying to make her own paradise, if maybe that's why the two spirits worked out perfectly, is because she didn't want anyone to intrude on her space, and Hanahiko didn't want anyone intruding on his space. So like that was like it seems to be locked. Moved forward. Huh? A piano plays somewhere. That was a piano, correct? I still my breath and strain to hear any noises, but it doesn't seem like anyone's here. What's this? She picks something off the ground. It's a piece of sheet music. Got sheet music, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It looks like piano sheet music. A children's song. Can you play? Yes, of course. Well, I wish that was true. I'm utterly hopeless when it comes to music. I'm tone deaf. I've no sense when it comes to rhythm. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you in this area. New info is added to the spirit file. Piano sheet music. Looks like things like bulletin boards used to be on the wall, but they were all taken down. Enter room on the left. Interesting. Okay. I look out at the schoolyard through the window, but I don't see anything moving around. Well, that's good. I don't think we want to see things moving around, right? Moving around is not a good ideal image. All right. The blackboard is covered in dents and scratches. It's probably too damaged to use. Okay. All right then. Let's get back out. That was 3rd grade. Moving forward. The bare floor causes our steps to echo as we walk. We need to make sure the spirit doesn't hear us. Well, pick up your feet. I don't know. Stop shuffling so much. Huh. Okay. One of the fixtures holding the light is broken. Probably shouldn't risk walking under it. Okay. Do. Just looking at the things. It's an abandoned desk. It's a desk like you find in any school. What's surprising is it doesn't look very weathered. Let's feel it. I try feeling around inside the desk, and I find something soft. It's a wadded up piece of paper. I open it and see several sentences. It seems to be something someone failed to destroy. Got fragment S. Huh. Alright. Let's go back out. Fragment S. Moving forward. A cold wind blows from the broken windows. Something's in between the window and its frame. I slide the broken window open, and the trap paper falls out. Found a worn-out talisman. That's what I was looking for. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Ah, spiritual safety net. This is what I wanted. A jumble of wires is wrapped around the door handle. The door appears to be locked by a wire stuck in the keyhole. Feel it? I pull on the wire, but it won't move. It's been carefully and tightly wound. Plus, it's pretty thick. It'll be impossible to cut it. Do I have something that can disintegrate metal? Yasuka speaks up. Would it be useless to try to hack it off with something? I won't say it's impossible, but I wonder if it'd be that easy. I could use all my strength to try to cut it, but I get the feeling it won't get rid of the wire. True, that would be a problem. In that case, we'll just have to melt it. Melt it? But it's metal. Didn't you learn about that in science class? Acid melts metal. Oh, do they not do that experiment anymore these days? True, if we could do that, then we could be silent about removing the wires. If we have a chemical like that, it couldn't hurt to try it. Why would they? I mean, I get why they do it, but... Yeah, I have a hammer, I have a hatchet, I have a notebook, I have Twinkle Little Star. And a fragment. Oh, a portion of a memo. Wave can control the shock, these. Is that great? This is to keep it locked. Sure, okay. Let's move forward. It doesn't look like the fluorescent light is broken, but it stays dark. Dude, I really hope there is no electricity actively running through this building. That is actually more terrifying to me than the idea of there being ghosts. Is the idea that there are ghosts with access to electricity. Let's just put that out there, okay? I can't hear any man-made sounds coming through the window. Only leaves rustling in the wind. All right. This is a level of uncomfortable that I was expecting, like, I don't know, 2 rooms ago. I'm surprised it took us this far to get here. I saw you flashing, but the thing is, I just want to take in the whole picture, right? The whole picture. Everything. Just the whole... It's got stains on the top of that one, too. Okay, there's something on the floor. There's something on the board. Oh, there's something in the pot. There's something on the board. All right, floor. Flecks of red are all over the floor. They smell like iron. Uncomfortable. The plant in the flower pot has wilted. I lift it up and uncover a dirty piece of paper. I found a worn-out talisman. Ah, the warmth flows through me once again. Yes, this is what I want. Can I feel it? No, I can record it. Okay, so yeah, it can't. Something is scrawled on the blackboard. I. Zen. It looks like the letters spell Eisen. There are more after that, but they aren't legible. I. Zen. Azura, I believe. Huh? Really? That's what it says? It's difficult to explain, but I can see the direction the strokes are going. Following them, that's what it says. Altogether, it's Eisen Azura. Eisen Azura. Huh. It's not familiar. Is it the name of a god or Buddha? But why is that written on the blackboard? Eisen Azura. Wonder if that's gonna be super relevant to us. Huh. Oh, that was 6th grade. I don't remember 6th grade being that hard. See, I don't like the steps in the water. That's unpleasant to me. Long desks and what looks like sinks loom in the darkness of the classroom. This appears to be a science lab. This takes me back. Still, though. Yasuka grimaces. It smells in here. It's an irritating stench that stings the eyes. The putrid smell fills the whole room, like a box of onions has gone rotten. A look comes over Yasuka's face, like she's remembering something. Almost like the smell of death. Huh? Even so, it's not like we can just leave. Let's get this done quickly so we can move on. There's a talisman in the dusty sink. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the talisman, I feel safer, just overall in life. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently and makes me sad because I won't be able to pick it up again. All right. I'm just getting nervous because I'm going to pick something up and it's going to be go time and I'm not prepared to fight anything. The desk is scorched. Seems there's more fire damage in here than in the staff room. This is probably where the fire started. Oh, okay. There we go. Opened the door and left the science lab. Oh no. Hi. You just stay there, okay? Alright, there's no underground like in the first floor. Okay. Alright, there's a little bit of everything. I open the cupboard and check inside, but all I find is trash and dust. Okay. It's a sturdy wooden cabinet. It looks antique. The edges of the cupboards are rounded off. Feel. The cabinet door opens easily. The inside is completely full to bursting with something. I pull it out and discover that it's a garbage bag full of shredded paper. Got office trash. You're gonna take that with you? What an odd man you are. When I lift up the bag, an unshredded wad of paper falls to the floor at my feet. I open it up and see several complete sentences. Guess they failed to destroy these sections. Got fragment I. Okay. It's a shelf packed with numerous chemicals. Getting closer, I see some large containers. I heard Yasuka's gasp behind me. Oh, it was a gasp. I messed that up. Hands, ears, eyeballs. Body pieces that used to belong to a human are floating in liquid, perfectly preserved. It can't be. There's no way they'd use these as educational aids. They're extremely fresh for being samples. Probably because they were cut from a living body. But it doesn't seem like it's been that long since any of them were severed. New info was added to the spirit file. Science lab. Other than the jar with human bodies, the cabinet has several containers of chemicals. Hands, ears, eyeballs. These pieces that used to belong to a human are floating in liquid, perfectly preserved. Taking a closer look, I notice a large tag on the side of the container. Great Asura. The letters are messy but legible. Great Asura. Down must mean below where we currently are, so that would be the first floor. Recalling the school layout, I think there was a similar storage area on the first floor. I'm not sure what it means, but it might be important. I decide to take the tag just in case. Got tag. Against my better judgment, I'm going to be feeling things with my hands. I know they're not alive anymore, but it takes a measure of courage to search body parts. I stick my hand inside, half closing my eyes, and feel around the shelf. So, is something there? Well, yeah. I stop myself from voicing my frustration. I can't make Yasuka do something like this. I search the chemicals, formalin containers, unidentified samples, every nook and cranny. I find a few things I can use. A clear bottle with a liquid inside. It has a label with a chemical formula on it. A brown bottle that has an irritating smell. Its label is rotted and unreadable. And finally, a bottle wrapped in foil. It smells faintly of flowers, but it's likely just some kind of chemical as well. Got a clear bottle, a brown bottle, and a bottle wrapped in foil. Is that everything? Once I'm done looking around, I stand up. A vinyl bundle in the corner catches my eye. I pick it up and realize that it's a tightly wrapped bundle of clothes. A white coat standing out the most. Must be a lab coat. Got a bundle of clothes. This is a science lab, so they likely have spare lab coats. Though it is a bit concerning, that rumor about the ghost in white. I and Yasuka got their marks while filming a TV show about it at K Mayamachi, and all the other clothes along with the coat have been folded meticulously. Is it really just a coincidence? Why is it asking me if I want to, look again? Maybe I do? Alright, we're doing it. It's an elaborate anatomical model. Taking a closer look, I notice a huge tear in its mouth. It's making the mouth look bigger than it should. It's almost like an arm was forcibly shoved down it and couldn't handle the strain. Okay. The mouth might be broken because someone stuck their hand down it. Would that mean something is hidden either in the mouth or in the torso? Uh-huh. I could break it, but then I might break whatever's inside, too. Nothing for it but to stick my hand in. I hesitantly slide my hand into the mouth. I'm not okay with this. Something cylindrical is inside. I grab it and try to pull it out. Ah! Snakes? It's a snake head. Roused by the movement, snakes begin pouring out from every crevice. Hurry, step back. I stumble backwards. The snakes slowly retreat back into the model. Seems they live inside it. I bet something's hidden in there. But to get it, I'll have to find a way to pacify the snakes. Huh. Somehow less terrifying than what I was expecting. There are materials used in science class. It's a number of books. They're materials and encyclopedias about animals. Let's feel them. I grab one and flip through the pages. There are a ton of notes inside, scribbled in thin letters. It seems they're simple explanations for the studies. I take out the last book, and when I look inside, a scrap of paper falls from between the pages. I found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Wonderful. They're giving me a lot of PowerPoints, which is a bit more concerning. What do I have in my bag? Hammer, hatchet. Huh, okay. You're gonna have to be for another time, I suppose. Okay, yeah, it doesn't give me the option. Alright, let's leave the science room. A school broadcast? Do you have any brains? Obviously I don't. I'm playing this game. Are you kidding me? Brains are for smart people. And I'm here. What does that tell you about me? Obviously, no brains. A strange voice echoes over the intercom. Do these immediately. Table on the table. Static crackles before being cut off. It seems we're being watched. I believe she said table. Something might be on the desk. Let's take a look. New info was added to the spirit file. School announcement. Yeah, so about that. She's telling me to do things immediately, but what I'm thinking is we should just leave. On the desk, scattered with lab equipment, is a small pencil and problem sheet. Are we supposed to fill this out? Peek at the question, start the test, stop. I don't know. I feel like if this is a traditional school, if I peek at the questions, I'll get reprimanded, which I suppose would mean she would take spirit points from me. But if I just start the test, I might lose the opportunity to have an idea of what the test is showing me. And I 100% believe stopping would cause severe damage to my existence. So let's go the route that seems the least good, because I am curious if it's an immediate game over or if it will cause the spirit to like show itself to us right away. Okay. Huh. We're gonna just leave. Yeah, we're not gonna play its games. We are going to opt away from playing the games of a spirit. We're gonna continue with our investigation the way we want to. Hello. The fire door doesn't budge when I try to open it. Maybe it's warped. Okay. Went down the stairs. Okay. Piece of concrete litters the floor. I think it came from the walls. I like how they like added that in, like that was a thing. Went down the stairs. The floor tiles have peeled off, leaving a bare concrete. So we don't seem to be getting reprimanded for not doing as she told us, which is interesting. I'm sorry. The wall near the window is burnt. There must have been a fire here a long time ago. Yep, that was the fire she was talking about. This is the room I don't like. Open the door and leave the staff room. With the way the school is laid out, we should be right under the science storage room. That reminds me. There was a strange tag attached to the formalin container. I'm pretty sure it said Great Asura. Does that mean the Great Asura is below? Then the tag would be referencing this room. I take a thorough look around the room. There aren't any other suspicious spots here besides the trapdoor to the underground room. I feel power from within that wall. From the wall? No, from inside the wall. Don't you think it's odd? It's the only place without a cabinet. Actually, now that she mentions it, it does seem kind of unnatural. Someone moved the cabinet that would be a natural assumption. I don't believe it. You're saying something's inside the wall? Well, now if we check it out. You know what? I like her assumption because it means we don't have to check that out. That's a great assumption. But first, I think it's a school journal. The paper's deteriorated from the age of bugs, so I can't read it. Oh, yeah, okay. It's a wall with nothing on it. By all appearances, it looks normal. Let's feel it. I tap around the wall. I don't know why, but I've seen people on shows do it. And I think that's how you check walls. Huh. What's the matter? It's nothing super obvious, but the center portion of the wall seems paler than the rest. If only I had enough skill to be able to tell if it was hollow or not by the sound. The thickness just kind of feels different to me. What a fascinating observation. What should I do? We get a hammer. I take out the hammer. I put the flashlight down and I grip it with both hands. Oh, that's rather bold. This could call attention to me, but this is where Hanahiko was, and I don't think another spirit would come here. I'll try just once. I'll take it down in one swing. I gather my courage and swing my hammer against the wall with all my might. And a large hole, larger than I expected, opens up. I anxiously wait to see if I drew a spirit close. Luckily, it doesn't seem like anything's coming. That went a lot better than I thought it would. That went exceedingly well. Let us investigate. Okay. It's the hole I opened with the hammer. Yeah, obviously. Do that thing that I really hate where you stick your hand inside. There you go. I hesitantly stick my hand inside. Something cold coils around my fingers. It seems I've stirred up whatever is nesting in there. If I don't deal with that first, I won't be able to check out the hole. All right. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. We're going to move forward. We're going to just check the everything. We're going to move forward. Oh. Hold on. As much as I'd like to check the everything, I also need to check this room. There are nonsensical scribbles on the blackboard. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. We're going to head back to Cujo Mansion. And we are going to talk. Mary isn't there anymore. Okay, but do I not want to talk to Yokai? I'm gonna switch partners. Alright, H Elementary. Okay. We're gonna go to the left this time, just 'cause it'll be faster. Okay, we're gonna climb up the stairs. We're gonna go up the stairs again. Into the room on the right. All right, well, let's see this. I take a sidelong glance at the problem sheet. I see what looks like chemistry symbols. Looks like this is a science test. Something's written at the top in messy letters. Remember the experiments. That's right. I found several bottles of chemicals in the storage room. Were those chemicals used in some sort of experiments? I don't know that I'm ready to take this test. I'm very not sure about this. So there's snakes in there, okay. You know what? Let's do it. Let's take the test. Let's not be a big baby about it. Starting the test. I pick up the pencil and I turn over the paper. Begin the test. Live or die. Compound A is widely used to fuel or disinfect. Its chemical formula is CH3CHXOH. What number should X be? Six? Wrong. 3. Compound 2 is N. Compound N is an exemplary acid and contains a salt that reacts to various metals. Which statement about compound N is true? Is combustible? Wrong. Cool. I don't know these things. It stinks when it's thick and fragrant when it's thin. What compound is it? It stinks when it's thick and fragrant when it's thin. Ammonia. Wrong. Alright, cool. I don't know any of these things. Huh? 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 I hear creepy breathing behind me. Rocks is rich. Rooks is rich. I don't know what that means. Game over. Decide again? Did we see anything coming across this stuff that would give us any kind of insight? Because I feel like I saw nothing that explains these things.